Good morning, viewers. So today I'm going to talk about Veronica, where it starts to really make a difference. So as I've explained, Cheryl dropped the phone that day. Veronica picked up. We met. My mom finds the gun. She throws me out. I call up Veronica one day. I think it was 2 days after I'd been sleeping in a park. And I told her, hey, I'm really sorry. We were really starting to like each other, and my life is taking a turn for the worst, and I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm not going to be able to see you anymore. My mom threw me out. I'm homeless and sleeping in a park. But she tells me, come live here. And I'm like, yeah, your mom's gonna let your boyfriend come live at your house you just met. And then I could literally hear her walking. She walks into another room. She goes, Mom, can Adam come live with us? His mom threw him out. And she says, yes. Where is he? We'll go get him. And that night, the blue minivan, it came and picked me up and got me. I lived downstairs, and this was over on Elston and Cicero. Not too far from Troy Roscoe, but far enough that it was not the city anymore. It was semi-suburbs, so things made a big difference. And they wanted me to go to school. I got kicked out, and then it was, you gotta work, and I actually went and got my first ID with Veronica, and that's where, I knew Bob and Soap, because Bob and Soap, that's a story. One of these days I'm going to have to give you the story of Bob and Soap. They were great people. It's funny how I met them. But talking with them, and Sophie's uncle or something, Joe Bradkey, owned a moving company, and Bob said I was his nephew, and next thing you know, I was moving furniture. But Jesus Christ, man, it wasn't my strength, it was my endurance that kept me going with moving. I moved for a long time, on and off 9 years. I was pretty much going to be a mover for the rest of my life. But back then when I first moved in, things were good, and I needed to get out of there. I ended up going back to my grandma's at a certain point. Grandma's living in the attic. And, there were times, Veronica, man, I introduced her to Bobby, Ricky, her brother Kevin. Those were my friend Big Sam, who I still talk with. He's awesome. Good man. We were roommates for a long time, too. Oh, Kevin. There were some stories with that guy. He was a little crazy, he was. We used to do this fucking driving crazy thing down an alley, and as you crossed the street from one alley to another, if a car was coming, and you got smashed. We used to do this all the time. Going to Ricky's and Bobby's. And go smoke and get high. Now, funny thing, that's what I'm saying about this guy, Kevin. The first day I met him in the backyard of Veronica's, all he did was hang out and surf the internet for girls. And this guy come hanging out with us, and I was like, bro, you're a fucking loser. You're not sitting in your mom's fucking bedroom surfing the internet. This motherfucker tells me, Yeah, well, weed's a worthless drug, and what are you talking about? I'm like, whatever. It's like not even weeks later, this motherfucker's selling weed. He smoked so much fucking weed it was going out of style. Man, this is how I get introduced to Big Sam. He was friends with Veronica and Kevin. Yeah, man, me and Veronica were together a long time. And that really does change it. It starts to show me the difference between the city and what was kind of the suburbs. And it was way different. Families and caring about what you're gonna do in the future. It changed the way I thought. Even though I got kicked out of school, I knew it was time to work and make a life for myself. Me and Veronica always talked about that. It was gonna be Adam and V. I still love her to this day. You know, things happen though. She cheats on me at some point. We break up, we separate, we get back together, we separate. Without some of the things that me and her had done, places we had been, I introduced her to Bob and soap. She was everything to me. Man, she was everything. She won't even speak to me to this day. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of some of the things I did. It all started to stem from just cheating on me. And then walking out on me and leaving. I told that girl that day, you leave me this time, you're never coming back. And she never did. That was in 2001, right towards the end of the year. That's what I mean. 97 to 2001. It's quite a long time. You hear more about her and the stories that I got, and they'll keep coming. It was meeting Veronica that started some of the change. Like I said, met Kevin, met Big Sam. They introduced me to Justin and Joe and, man, Little Sam. There were so many people I met. It started to change the way I thought. Before I moved out, or was thrown out of my mom's and started to hang out with different people, I became a different person. Till then, all I thought about was drugs, guns, and bitches. You know, that was what was popular. Do your best at it, or end up dead or in jail. At the point in my life, I literally didn't think I'd make it to 21. After 21, I always used to think that, well, you made it past the time you thought you wouldn't. And I felt like I had accomplished something. Now, 42 and 21 years past 21, I've done an excellent job. Well, that's what happens when you grow up in the north side of Chicago, I guess. Partly the city. But I digress. I was talking about how I met Veronica, which will lead into Chris, who is really Joe. The day I met her, And again, because Veronica, if it hadn't have been for her and that change, those things might not have happened, but they did, and here I am. Hey, till next time, which for all I know might be in 15 minutes. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Later.